What is up, guys? Welcome back to CrimsonCX and welcome back to part number 2 of whatever we're doing here. This is making the tune map in Mini Metro as good as we possibly can. Now, if you haven't for some reason watched the first video, I recommend you do, but here's a bit of some preface. A, I know the River Thames is wrong. Oxford Circus is nowhere near that close to the Thames. Piccadilly isn't on the south of the Thames. Ignore the river. It's not good. It really isn't good. But we're just going to continue. Obviously, we've only got these colours, so no Northern, no Jubilee, no Waterloo and City, no Metropolitan either. So we're stuck with these, and there's definitely no DLR either. So I'll give you a little look at the grid currently. So we can't really go much further this direction. Like, we're not going to be able to go even to like Aldgate East. We could try and go Bethnal Green, but that is like the furthest we're going to go. So it's whether it's worth it. I might say, just as it's on the edge, I might do it. So this is Bethnal Green, and that's simply enough. Let's connect it up. So that's the furthest that we're going in that direction, pretty much. Hammersmith and City has to terminate at Liverpool Street because we're not getting Aldgate East on here. Because, as I say, if you look again, nothing beyond these two stations. So our next objective is to see whether we can do, is it Caledonian Road is the next one after. We might be able to manage that. Is it possible to even, do I want to try a couple? If I put one here, does it cover the whole? And that, oh, so we can probably get Holloway Road just. Scale is probably quite bad, but we have extended it up. So Piccadilly can go further. It's about there. Victoria can't go any further. Unless it can, actually, because I just realised the scale might mean that we can go to Highbury and Islington. Maybe if we put something about there, that will work. Just, I almost pressed the wrong button again. You learn that I do this a lot. So if we just say up to here, Highbury and Islington, that's as far as the Victoria is going. And obviously we don't have Northern, so we have to probably, after this, focus our attention south now, because we don't have Northern, which would mean up around here. So we need to now focus on roughly around here. So, well, we need to probably work out where we're going to put Earl's Court, which is probably going to have to be. We could probably fit Earl's Court here. I'm not sure whether in this map the district will go there or up here. I don't know whether it's worth it either way. Well, our next objective is to get High Street Kensington in, which might be fairly simple, so we can probably change that. If we move, I need to learn the buttons a bit better, but if we move that up there, and if we now put High Street Kensington about, yeah, so High Street Kensington, if we add that roughly about here, that looks a bit better. Now we need Bayswater and then Paddington, which will be a bit more difficult. So Bayswater can probably land about here. We'll do that and connect it up. We do need to do the stations like Marble Arch, but we'll get to that. I think what we're probably best off doing is cutting back services while we work that out. So, roughly, the first one we'd be able to do is here. So that would be Bond Street. So we need to fit Marble Arch, Lancaster Gate, Queensway. That's not available. That is, okay. I don't think we're going to be able to fit them all, which might result in me moving. Can I put it there? Or was the train in the way, so I can't do it? Let's move the train a little bit. I don't know if it was that, but it's just yeah, it might have actually been the train. Okay, so I'm guessing that's all wiped out. Okay, so we've got Lancaster Gate, Marble Arch, Lancaster Gate. No, who am I kidding? Bond Street, Marble Arch, Lancaster Gate. So we need enough space for, which probably means we need to extend. We probably need to move Edgware Road probably about, well, probably near the actual place. So if we put it so it's level with the other one, and then we're going to have to basically completely just veto this, and then also have to veto this. So I'd probably just say it can't be circular for the time being. So if we have it there, it probably means we do have to move. We have to move Gloucester Road a bit, probably to about there. Although Piccadilly is in the way, so cut it back to there. Put this in roughly about. Yes, that will do. I think we do have to cut this back again. So cut that, because this is going to have to go basically a couple stops. When is the first time that we're able to put a station down? There? Is it there or is it here? It can be there, but I don't think that works particularly. It's going to have to be there, I think. Which isn't that good, because... So that's the replacement for both Bayswater and High Street Ken. So we can close that and that. And then what we're going to have to do is... That's Gloucester Road now. So all of them will connect. Central can go all the way now. So every single one of them can be served. And then... Well, I need to make sure that this is avoided. So we can go up to Bayswater now. I think we're best putting Earl's Court about here. And replacing this one. Just for accuracy's sake. Accuracy, I don't know what I said there before, but there, put that roughly to there. Then it means that in an interesting turn of events, it's going to have to mean that Paddington's roughly about here. But obviously, because you can't do interchanges, it's going to be weird for the Bakerloo. So we send about there. So it's going to have to result in, well, quite a mess, to be honest. So it's going to have to go like there. It's going to have to go to the original Edgware Road. That's going to have to go to the original Edgware Road. Then it's going to have to go to here, and then here. And then, so, Paddington has to go like this. And it hurts to do it like that, but we've got no choice. Can we get it to like Royal Oak? We probably can, actually. It's not going to be like the map though, so keep that in mind. So Royal Oak can go like that. Then, or at that point, we've probably got to have Maida Vale about here. We can probably get Warwick Avenue in as well. I've just realised it's Warwick Avenue, then Maida Vale. There goes my expert knowledge. Can we fit in one more? Can we fit in Kilburn Park? We can just fit in Kilburn Park, okay. Okay, so you can go back up like this. That. Hammersmith and City can go to there. I don't think we can get anything down south, so what's after Earl's Court? Is it West Kensington, Barons Court? Yeah, you know what? Because we can implement a bit of the stop-start services, potentially. So if we say that one of them is West Kensington and the other's Barons Court, we can have it so simply enough. No, that's the wrong way around. Yes, so that will stop, and that will, and that. So obviously the Piccadilly skips. Now let's see what's the next one after Notting Hill. Holland Park, okay. Holland Park will go there. Then what's after that? Shepherd's Bush. Then White City can just fit. The scale is probably off by now, but we're living with it. Can we fit the Hammersmith and City going down to Wood Lane / White City? So we've done Royal Oak, so there's 3 stations in between. So can we do... This might actually work, to be honest. So that's 1, 2. I've done 2 pentagons in a row, but we're going to ignore it. And then that. So that should work, actually. We can't do Hammersmith and City, sadly, so... And it would be slightly off, judging by how I've done it, but... Is that all we can do? I think it might be. And on that note, I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe. I can give you a little hint for one of my next videos doing this. I intend to try and do this with the New York subway system. However, I know for a fact I am going to have to omit some stations because there are a lot more on that system than the tube. With that in mind, I will see you next time, hopefully, for another video. Goodbye.